Alrighty, so what I just did was I welded up this little bracket for the throttle cable, if you could see that. And the reason I did that was so I could keep it right here. I'm going to put it right here on the intake manifold. I had to do that because the hood won't shut if I don't turn the throttle body over. So I found this bracket on the throttle body, this part on the throttle body. It was on this bolt right here, and I took the original bracket for the throttle cable off of right here, and conveniently it worked out just perfect. It's the perfect length. If I can figure out how I want to have it here real quick, like that, and that way the throttle cable can go through here. I'll put it through the little hole there and route it down here, and there won't be any weird angles or anything. It's going to work out great. So I found out that this car is neither CE1 or CE2. I couldn't find any sort of wiring diagram. A lot of these wires coming off of the ignition switch are. But I managed to get the ignition to work. I had the lights working. I don't know why they don't work now, but the key works. You can see it turns on the ignition. I have 12 battery voltage at the coil, so I know it's gonna have spark whenever I do get it to crank. But if this was a CE1 car, it would have been way easier and much more straightforward. I was so confused. The wiring in this car is called a USA built or something along those lines. It's a USA built VW. Did get the linkage in. That was kind of a bitch. I did have to cut away some of the car. Very sloppy job. I was getting impatient. I was wasting my day trying to figure that out. But I got it to go in all gears. I did have to drill. There's a stud on the shift box that you can see right there. I had to drill into the car there so the stud would come through, and then I just bolted it up. And I'll put a piece of 1/8 inch, 1/16 inch, whatever, of steel here, and I'll drill in so these, and make a little bracket that goes across, and it'll hold it in gear, it'll hold it in place so it doesn't go flex down when I'm shifting, into second and fourth. But it does go into all gears. It sits a little funky, but barely, you can barely tell. It'll feel normal. What else do I have to update you guys? Oh yeah, I'm working backwards. I actually stole the fuel rail off of it previously because I thought I was going to use it on my Mark 1 build, but didn't end up doing that. I didn't even use the injectors or anything. So I'm hunting down the wires. I don't remember where I cut the wires from. I think these are probably them right here. So I'll tear that back and find the wires, and then I still have to get the fuel pump out of the Jetta, and the fuel tank. I have to wire that up. I might just hook the CIS fuel pump up to it just to see if it runs. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Found the wire that works the ignition. Check it out, or the starter. Yeah. It's another day. Thought I'd get a quick shot of the brakes I'm putting on here. They got rained on a little bit, so they're kind of rusty. So with these brake lines, it's easier just to take the caliper and get it to thread in there like that, and then I couldn't get it. Oh. Alright, it's on there. Putting those anchor bolts in. 2 of them on the back. I'm going to put Loctite on them. I just put that one there for now to hold it in place. Thread locker on that one. Alright, cool. I'm going to do the other side and see you guys in a bit. Alright, brakes are done. I just finished bleeding them on both sides. I got everything torqued with Loctite. Alright, I'm going to try and start it. See what we can come up with. I don't plan on it starting. Well, it's firing on one cylinder. That's a good start. Okay, it is another day of me fighting with wiring diagrams and struggling with getting this thing to fire on more than one injector. That's all we got. But I think I figured it out finally. My issue, long story short, was trimming out some of the harness that I shouldn't have. Was having an issue with only having the proper voltage and the ECM grounding. Well, the way it works is there's a live wire and a ground wire, of course, and the PCM grounds the voltage and sends a pulse to the injector. And only one connector was working, and I checked my wiring a million times, but my issue was, this is going to look so silly, I'm sure I'm going to get shit, but yeah, I trimmed out 3 wires I shouldn't have. I was looking through the Bentley service manual and found that they switch colors at the connector, so it's kind of confusing in my defense, but of course I shouldn't have done that. Don't be like me, just put the whole harness into the car. You know, and in hindsight, I wish I would have just converted it over to CE2 wiring, you know. But then again, like, it would have been a lot more straightforward had this car been a CE1 in the first place, not a USA built Volkswagen. Alright, I just got done soldering all the wires. I cut out a lot of stuff, but I think I actually will be able to start it now. Another thing I need is a little retainer on my fuel pressure regulator. It keeps popping off because there's too much pressure, obviously. Need to put the radiator on, fill it up with some water. I still need to do the heater core. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to turn this over. Please, I'll prime the fuel pump a little bit. Watch how ghetto this is. Yep, there it goes. We are primed. Nothing. Maybe we need more fuel in there. It should work. The connectors all worked. More fuel, I guess. Oh, we're making a mess. Piece of shit. Alright, let's try one more time. I should check for spark now. Damn, I was ready for that thing to fire up. I have something super janky going on with the fuel right now. That's all fuel, just from this stupid fuel pressure regulator not staying on there. But I'll get a, this is obviously temporary. Let's check it out. Alright dudes, that is awesome. Now I just touch it up a little bit. I got the radiator ready to put on and fill that up. I gotta figure this out right here, the heater core. I do need to have heat in here. And I'll route the wires properly so they're not sitting on the what you call it, exhaust manifold. I'll probably, you know, this is kind of loose. I was just trying to get it running. Oh yeah, I gotta hook up the clutch cable. Fan shroud. Look at this mess. You can just see I was like trying to hunt down a wiring problem. Got the radiator filled up with some water. Drive the thing. Super hyped.